Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube video. I got about, I don't know, close to 3,000 of these. I enjoy giving you information. I actually get a lot of leads from these, so I do thank you for the referrals. I do give you the information you need. I'm a former agent. I can tell you what goes beyond, what happens behind the scenes that you'll never find out. 99% of the people on YouTube are kind of, they're full of crap. They learn by working cases. We don't. We were the case law, and we applied that to these people. So, a matter of fact, we are the truth when it comes to IRS resolution. I have about 250 years of direct work experience just for my firm alone. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I want to talk to you about the IRS and how the IRS computer works over your tax return. Many people have no idea. They think that there's auditors out there with pens and pencils looking at your tax return, and that's not the case. The computer is your auditor. The computer is, yes, IRS has a computer in their on their file, and it has a program called the DIF process. What's the DIF? It's the discriminatory index function computer. It's a module in there, and they scan every single tax return that goes in. Every tax return has a DIF number on there, discriminatory index function. And W-2 wage earners, you really don't have to worry unless you're taking a lot of credits and made up losses, which you shouldn't be, or the returns are filled out incorrect. W-2s really get away with a lot, but if you are 20% of self-employed people, that's in fact when you go ahead and get nailed, because the computer algorithms know, based on a zip code, where you live, the income you make, and your expenses, what the ranges are that the norm takes in the United States in your area. So if you're a realtor, for instance, in Houston, Texas, and you make $100,000, they already know what the average norm is for certain expenditures, just so you already know that. So at the end of the day, at the end of the very day, the computer does your auditing, not the not a tax. Now let me tell you what happens here. Once IRS flags so many returns, they send them to a particular district in an office and say, here's a batch of tax returns we think are auditable. The district has people assigned. They send them back with cover sheets, and they tell them where they believe the low-hanging fruit is. From there, the main office goes ahead and looks at the revenue agents or office auditors there. They decide how many hours can be worked, and then they send the low-hanging fruit back. So remember, the computer works over your tax return for the audit. The person who's doing the audit only gets involved at the end. If you're getting audited, there's one firm you need to represent you, because we know the system backwards and forwards. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. Give me a subscription if you would. Thank you.